Chapter 10, How to Find Your Path. One of the things that people ask us a lot is, what is my path? What should I do? What is my purpose? Fortunately, this is a simple question to answer. Your purpose is whatever excites you. Your path is whatever excites you the most in any given moment. To understand why this is the case, and so that you can buy into the idea more fully, we have to give you some background. Fundamentally, you are a consciousness. Your physical life, your physical expression, and your linear reality experience are all statements and expressions of your consciousness. In fact, you are so good at creating your linear existence and you wrap yourself so firmly within time and space that you actually forget that you are pure consciousness. You have forgotten that you created this physical reality. You do not have a consciousness, instead you are a consciousness expressing yourself in physical and linear terms. The way your consciousness creates reality is in the following way. In each and every moment, you decide who you are, you trust that decision, and you act as though you trust that decision. Your actions reflect whoever you have decided that you are, and that creates the face of your life. Excitement is your guidance. You have a built-in mechanism that you can use to choose from what is available at any given moment, and that is your excitement. We have written about excitement many times. When we ask people, what do you think excitement actually is? They generally describe the emotion, the sensations, and the physical characteristics of excitement. But what we are actually asking is, what causes you to feel excited? Where is that excitement coming from? The answer is that excitement is a sense that tells you that of anything that is available in front of you, the thing that excites you the most and that you can express with integrity is the strongest choice. It is the choice that is most aligned with who you choose to be. That's why it excites you. That's why it invokes within you the vibrational feeling of being motivated, inspired, and passionate. Excitement is not there to tease you. It is not a random emotional response. It is your inner core expressing in no uncertain terms of these choices, this is most me. As you say in your vernacular, you'll feel most stoked about it. Clarifying what excitement means. There are some details about excitement that are useful to know. Often people will ask either each other or us, what's my purpose in life? This seems to be a very popular subject that you discuss, my purpose. Your purpose is whatever excites you the most. More specifically, it is your overall purpose. The thing that stands out as being most exciting, most motivating, and most inspiring creates passion. The reason it does is because it is why you created yourself as a physical being to begin with. At the same time, if there's one thing overall which excites you, that does not mean it is your entire purpose. It is a focus function of your purpose. It helps you focus. Allow me to explain. The thing that excites you the most is and not the overall purpose in your life. There is also a moment-to-moment aspect of this. In each and every given moment, there are choices available that seem unique to that moment. There are different choices than you've ever had, different choices than you seem to have just had, and different choices than you will have in but a moment's time. By definition and linear reality, in each and every moment, there is a set of choices unique to that moment. Of those choices, there will always be one, or perhaps more than one, but a finite number of them that will stand out as being more compelling, more exciting. This is also your purpose. What excites you now and overall? Your overall purpose is the combination of the thing that it seems to excite you the most, and anything that excites you the most of what's available in any given moment. Often these two things, the overall thing and the idea of the thing in the moment that is most exciting, can seem completely unrelated. In fact, one may actually seem to be a sidetrack of the other. What allows you to understand that they are not opposed or contradictory is the common thing they share, excitement. Excitement is your path. What I am getting at is that whatever excites you that you can act on with integrity in the moment, no matter whether it seems to have anything to do with the overall thing that excites you the most, is absolutely essential for the thing that excites you the most, or it wouldn't excite you. The excitement itself tells you, of anything that is available to me right now that I can act on with integrity, this is the most representative of who I am. Therefore, this is an expression of the purpose of my whole entire life. You can use the excitement as a tool of alignment. Integrity. We have mentioned several times in this chapter the idea of acting on excitement with integrity. Allow me to explain a little bit more concisely what I mean by integrity. Allow me to start by saying what I do not mean. Integrity is not the moralistic tone that the term can mean. If you interpret integrity as a sense of given morals, then you can easily see that integrity can vary across the board. The morals of the different factions of your society can sometimes be completely contradictory. There is no true underlying moralistic integrity that is the integrity for everyone. What we mean by integrity is the understanding that you are consciousness, an infinite consciousness expressing yourself as a physical being, and therefore everything that you experience as a physical reality exists within you and is one thing with you, is an expression of you. Integration is the idea that everything is all one thing, everything is interrelated, and that you are expressing the idea through your very consciousness. Reality is one integrated whole that you are expressing within you. Acting with integrity is expressing yourself as a being that is mindful that everything is an expression of you, that everything is an extension of you, and that everything is a reflection from you and to you. The attitude that accompanies that knowingness is a certain respect or validation for what is going on. When your actions reflect that validation, they take on a positive tone. It may seem this definition of integrity creates a moral structure, but that is not what we mean when we say it. When we say act with integrity, we mean act with the underlying understanding that your reality is an integrated whole and treating everything with the same respect as you would demand yourself because it is all you. Reality seems external, but it is you. When you interact with reality, treat it the way you would treat yourself. Excitement with integrity. If you look at the choices that you have available, you will see that if something stands out as being exciting, either you can act on it with integrity or not. If you can, you will be expressing the knowingness, the compassion, and the unconditional lovingness that you yourself would wish to receive. If not, then acting at this time would clearly be out of your integrity. This is a very important distinction in following your excitement. If you factor out the integrity, you can create the idea you refer to as running amok. If you factor in the integrity, you are always acting from your center, using the feedback of the discernment of your excitement to allow you to see who you are in the situation, and then acting as an integrated being, expressing that excitement in physical terms. Factoring in excitement. What we mean by factoring in excitement is to use your excitement and your ability to act on it with integrity as a tool to assist you in any given moment to formulate and to reestablish or restate your decision. When your decision is, I am a being that expresses myself fully, with integrity, with unconditional lovingness to myself and others, because that is a function of integrity, then you will understand that the output of such an attitude is always only positive. Whether that action seems like the societal norm or not, it will only add to you, your experience, and any other individual who comes in contact with you, because it is an expression of who you are in the most positive of terms. Using excitement is easy. Using your excitement is quite easy. You can always easily discern what excites you if you simply say, all right, this is a moment. This is a moment with unique choices. Here are what the choices are. This one and this one and this one stand out as being most exciting. This one that is most exciting does not appear that I can act on with integrity, so I'll push that aside. These two appear that I can act on with integrity. I have two, but one of them is immediately available. When you choose with excitement and integrity among the immediately available options, you are factoring in your timing also. Excitement is a barometer. What we are introducing is literally a barometer of who you are, both overall in the thing that excites you the most and in the moment-to-moment-to-moment-to-moment focus from what is available. The things which stand out are obviously more compelling. We bring this up to put, as you say, the icing on the cake of understanding that although you may express yourself in many ways as infinite beings through physical means, that you actually have the option to express yourself naturally, flowingly, joyfully, purposefully, effectively, and productively while still honoring who you are to the greatest degree. You are a light to others, and not denying who you are and expressing who you are fully, you become the greatest service to other people, who will use you as a reflection in their consciousness from what they are exploring. This allows people to see that, yes, I understand that I can function randomly with haphazard results, but also I see people who function purposefully with positive results. Not necessarily always what they expect, but positive nevertheless. You do yourself the greatest service by expressing who you are with, as you say, no holds barred. You do everyone else the greatest service because, in expressing yourself that clearly, you allow them the opportunity, not that they need to, but they have attracted you for a reason, to see an example, an expression of clarity, of purposefulness, and of joyfulness. Always in any given moment, it can be completely as obvious as you say, as the nose on your face, which of the options stands out as being most exciting and that you can act on with integrity. You always know what excites you. One last thing. People will sometimes play the shell game with their overall excitement. In other words, they may say, well, I don't really know what excites me. Allow me to say that this is never the case. Perhaps you have allowed yourself to be talked out of what excites you. Perhaps you have taken the weight of the words of others and made the decision that what excites you is not valid or important. But always, always, always do you and only you know what truly excites you the most. When I say this will generally turn the key for many people to say, well, all right, yes, I do know what excites me, and I had not wanted to acknowledge it because then I might actually have to do something about it. The magic lamp. Nonetheless, there are still people who will play the next layer of the shell game saying, well, I still can't even determine what excites me at all. Allow me to offer up the following tool for these people, the magic lamp. Simply ask yourself, if I had a lamp and could rub it and wish to be the person I truly wish to be, who would I be? Often with the idea of the miracle of the magical genie in the lamp, you will allow yourself to drop your guard, drop the excuses, and truly put before you what it is that excites you the most with no holds barred. Then you can look at it and test it to see, well, yes, this does really excite me. It doesn't seem like something I can really do necessarily, and that's why I couldn't acknowledge it, but it does excite me. You will find that the moment you validate what is truly the most exciting thing for you, that your attitude will already shift, and you will begin to entertain the idea, well, no one had ever said I could ever do this, but perhaps, just perhaps, maybe it is possible. That is the beginning. Deciding to be excited and allowing yourself to be excited. At which point, you can better factor into your decision the moment-to-moment-to-moment excitement. You can build the excitement. When a circumstance or a series of choices comes along and you are conscious about it, you will say, all right, I am this person, I am this type of person, and whatever parameters you plug into that. When you notice what excites you the most, you can embellish that decision to include the idea of the thing that excites you. I am this particular person who likes to do this particular thing. The excitement allows you to further define and hone in on who it is you are. At first, it may seem as though you are seeking and searching for what excites you. All right, from these choices, which excites me? Which excites me here? Which excites me now? Which excites me now? But this is only because you have denied yourself this vibration as being frivolous for so long. Once you begin to consciously decide to discern what excites you from the choices available, and begin to do this consistently, you will find it will become quite automatic. You will simply know, oh, there's the exciting thing. I don't even need to know what the other choices are. Connecting the dots creates the picture. When you follow your excitement, you create a moment-to-moment-to-moment connecting of the dots that all together creates the picture of the most exciting thing. Though one particular set of dots and lines between them may appear to have nothing to do with the overall exciting thing, when you step back and look at the whole picture, those dots and the lines that connect them were essential. The picture would be incomplete without them. That is when it becomes more evident that certain things that excite you in the moment, that you can act on with integrity, are actually related to the most exciting thing, no matter what the appearance is. Remember the lamp. If it is necessary, if you are denying to yourself what it is that truly excites you, rub the lamp, make a wish, watch for what you wish for, and learn more about who you are by seeing what you choose. Only you know you. Only you know you. If someone else tells you who you are and you then fulfill that prophecy by being their version of who you are, it is not because they have defined you. It is because at some point in some given moment you decided to agree with their assessment. In trusting that decision and acting that way, you put out the expression that seems to confirm, they were right. They knew me better than I knew myself. But that, I remind you, is not possible. You know you the best. Your excitement is your number one key to knowing who you are and to allowing the choices to stand out in relief of the rest of the choices in a very obvious and serendipitous way. If you are willing to factor in your excitement, then the process of conscious self-expression becomes immediately fun, immediately joyful, immediately exciting, and invigorating, and, do not miss this point unless you wish, immediately productive, no matter what anyone else says. You will connect more dots as you begin to do this, to make it more apparent that you are being productive by acting on who you know yourself to be in each and every moment, rather than someone else's version of who they think you are. This is the way that we function as beings, though quite automatically. We simply have this approach and do not even give it any thought, as you will not once it becomes, as you say, old hack. We are excited to interact with you. The main reason that we interact with members of your society is the mere fact that it excites us. We understand from our point of view that you are an expression of us. You are a reflection to me of my consciousness. When you say something, particularly that I do not expect, I immediately learn more about myself. Since one of my purposes is to know as much about myself as possible, I find this quite exciting. I thank you for allowing me to express my excitement and the collective excitement of the members of my civilization in this perhaps you would call it quite unconventional manner.